Hello, my wonderful spirit guides. Today I am doing a Patreon request, but I know there are quite a few people who want this on YouTube too. So it works out nicely. I really like it when it works like that. I do. But I also like it when I upload one that I don't know that the YouTube subscribers want, and they suddenly do, and I'm like, oh, that worked out. Honestly, it just works out. It's very nice. Anyway, I'm going to be reacting to KELELA, Take Me Apart. Let me just double check that's what. Yep, I was right. So it is quite a long album and I am feeling rather feverish today. My ears keep blocking and I keep getting tinnitus. I keep feeling like literal hot flushes where I'm like, ugh, a bit dizzy and so on. I don't have a cough or anything like that. I've been double vaccinated, so I hope it's nothing to do with that. But it could literally just be this grey, wet, humid, odd weather we've got here in England right now, especially like down where I live anyway. And I'm quite a sensitive woman, so I do get quite sensitive to shifts in weather and so on like that. Anyway, I'm really excited to get into it, and I want to get into it right away. It's a 14-song album. 53 minutes, but obviously this video will probably be a million years long because it's me and I just don't know how to make them short. But anyway, let's start. The first song is called Frontline. Let's go. Okay. Oh, I will just, sorry, I should say as well, I heard the album's kind of R&B, I think. I like to not look too deeply into who I'm going to be reacting to. I love getting a super fresh reaction as if I just had it on the radio and I don't know who they are. You know, I love that. I do like it when people describe a little bit about what they're going to be, but I don't want to look into too much and see something that might give a lot away, you know. So I do know that it's going to be kind of R&B. Ooh, very pretty. Ooh.
There's a place you hold I left behind.
Oh, gorgeous vocals.
I'm quitting. The secrets I hide, I do nothing. You'll always deny we're going in circles, but I'll override. In my right, anything I left behind don't mean nothing now. Even though you wish I could, everything I want back, you misunderstood. You fucking with my groove.
Oh, okay. All right. I like that. I love the vocal, by the way. Also, she had a bit of a double vocal going on there. And I actually kind of wanted her not to have the double vocal. Like, is that okay for me to say? Like, her voice is actually so gorgeous that that double vocal kind of made it like, you couldn't hear the texture of her voice so much. Like, hang on.
The secrets I hide, I do nothing. You'll always deny we're going in circles.
Yeah, it kind of made it sound a little more robotic, electronic, whereas actually she's got a gorgeous R&B voice, like a soulful voice, but like in that like hey Onanon. She's got that little, you can hear that little like, okay, this might be dysesthesia, so just bear with me, but you can hear like a little fuzz on top of her vocal that feels like the texture of like a, yeah, it is velvet, but it's like a very light fuzz, do you know what I mean? And the rest of it is very like a smooth caramel almost. And that double vocal, or maybe it's just messing with my sensations, but it added like a, because I was getting like golden brown tones, you know, with the vocal. And then that little bit of like the double vocal added like a white line through it. And it kind of just messed with the vibe a little bit, but then when it got into the beat and it all kind of went like that, I just forgot about that and I just loved it. I was just like, oh, okay, no, this is really good. This is really good.
Nothing now, then I'm in
but this bit.
Anything I left behind don't mean nothing now. Even though you wish I could, crying, talk about it.
Yeah, actually, like that vocal sounds a little bit better in the bit where the beat picks up. Actually, it has more of that kind of like vibe to it, I suppose. No, that's cool. That's cool.
If it ain't your life, I don't know how.
Her vocal's beautiful here. I feel like her vocal there is slightly more alone. It doesn't have as much effect on it. It sounds like the EQ is pushed up quite a lot, but it has this beautiful ride on it. Like, it's just so, you know, you can ride that voice. That sounds so weird, but you know what I mean? It's just got like like, it's just gorgeous. And like the little textures of the vocal, you can really hear every texture, and I love that.
And it broke me down.
Perfect.
I almost drowned. It's not the ending.
I love that.
It's not the ending.
Oh, that's nice.
This feeling alive.
Oh, yes.
It's a race against time. When you're on the front line, take it back, even though you wish I could. Get that little look, tell you what, it's on me. I'm staying up.
See, those little high harmonies that come in every now and then, they are gorgeous. They add so much. It just like, like I literally love those moments. They're so lifting, and they just take you away from that moody, darker sound for a minute and just go, like, they like wake you up in the moment. They're gorgeous.
Taking that little look, tell you what, it's on me. I'm
That went into a slightly false drop. It went really sparse. It went like and it's like oh, and it's like you've fallen into thin air, and you're like kind of going through air. I feel like it will just like smack back down to that like groove again. But I like that they did this. Like, you're in thin air and you're floating for a minute.
going back, you misunderstood. Crying, talk about it, baby, but it ain't no use. See, you wasn't looking when I pulled. You wasn't when I pulled up.
Oh, that vocal.
Why are you testing me? No, I'm not the one. Why?
When it actually coming back into that like deeper groove, it didn't actually go that deep. It still stayed light, which I genuinely appreciate, because when I heard all of that like more lighter moment, I was really feeling that. And then I'm glad it didn't go straight back into that normal beat from before, which was amazing, but it wouldn't feel great to go back into that right now. Because everything is lifted. Everything's lifted now, and it feels like that's a good place to be. It sounds like, I don't know if that makes sense, but it just feels like a nice place to be. It feels heavenly. Like that's actually the imagery I'm getting, is very much heavenly, pearly gates. Do you know what I mean? This kind of angelic, like cool, white and gold, beautiful place to be.
Why are you testing me? No, I'm not the one.
Oh, that's cool. Oh, and that beat to ride out to. Fuck. That's cool. It's like she just went, I couldn't wait for you. See ya. If your car makes that sound, I wouldn't drive it. Anyway, that was really cool. Really interesting start song, because even though it was like a great start song, I still don't know where the rest of the album's gonna go. Is it gonna carry on this very vibe? Is it all gonna be very like kind of flowy vibes like that? Is it gonna be something a little harder? Is it gonna be something a lot more stripped back? I'm still like clueless at the moment. I'm really looking forward to it though. Like I said, every vocal she had was phenomenal. But I didn't like the doubled sound. It sounded like a short reverb was on it. There was something to it that sounded too, I don't know. And the reason I didn't like it is because her vocal is so beautiful that I didn't want it to be clouded by that sound. So I'm curious to see if she uses that kind of doubling chorus-like, ensemble-like effect on her vocals throughout the rest of the album. And whether, if she does, will I like it more through different songs? Will I get used to it? Whatever, I don't know. So let's see. Next, and also I didn't hate it, it just like threw me off a little bit, you know. It's one of those things that maybe if I was just listening on my own I wouldn't even think about it, but I don't know, that's just something that I think it might have just been the sensory stuff that like I could see that was putting me off, who knows. Right, next song, Waitin.
Saw you then, it fucked me up. And I wait for you to turn around, but I know you're right. We're never coming down. And
I love that.
Thought about it, though we've been miles away. Damn, didn't we have a good time? Spinning around, we couldn't get up.
Oh, I was really caught in that moment, actually. I was just thinking like, oh, okay, this song's cool, just getting into the vibe of it again. Oh, let me just go back. But I liked how it was like high vocal on a faster beat and then low vocal on a slow beat and then back to it and then back to it, you know, taking in turns. That I really like those shifts. They felt good. They felt really good. And then into like a fast beat kind of chorus thing.
Damn, didn't we have a good time? Spinning around, we couldn't get up alright. Damn, didn't we put up a fight? I'm trying to push it, don't let me lose it now.
I love that! Like, to me, that feels like different types of thoughts or like characters, personality, feelings. You know, like the higher vocal with the fast-paced beats felt like anxiety, and then the slower beat with the lower vocal felt more sensual, maybe a bit. Yeah, sensual.
Stop.
Ooh.
Let me catch my breath.
Ooh. Stop. Let me catch my breath. Fucking brilliant. I need to hear that again.
Stop. Let me catch my breath. Realize you ain't seen me yet. It's not the same.
Sorry, I just need to get comfy. I'm not wearing any trousers. So my bum is sticking to my chair. Just saying.
Despite where you took, I miss where you gave. We stayed and you turned it around. Been waiting for today, but I don't know what to say. And you don't know you've done it, but I'm in my head. Even later on.
I love that. So many vocals going on all over the place, and I love it. I love hearing every one, honestly. This is quite a sweet song, actually. It's quite romantic, really. I'm catching some of the lyrics. Very much like wanting to be with someone, but a bit unsure about it, kind of thing.
Falling into the sky.
Falling in love. Falling into the sky, but it's like, you know, falling in love, isn't it? Oh, that's a quite a romantic little song there, honestly. I like that. Okay, this song is Take Me Apart.
7 in the morning, when they wake you gotta be ghost. Open up my window, once you're in there's no way out. I'm a river, and this river's slowing down. Up and up, baby, so you can take me apart.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Okay, that's great. That's very more me. Like, yeah, I really like that. Oh my god, I was just gonna say, like, she was talking about how she's a river, but she's slowing down and she might drown him and all that sort of stuff. And I was like, oh, I like all these lyrics. And then that bit comes in, and all I could see was this guy kind of like, she's the river, and her vocal was like, take me apart. She's the river, and that's her water, like, vocal, just like this beautiful river. She's like a river goddess almost. And then this guy is just like kind of tumbling down the rapids through like the water, and he's going underwater, and that's why I can hear all the, you know, like those drums sound like rocks, and like your ears going underwater, and the rapids and waterfalls, and you know, current and so on. That's kind of what I could see throughout that, and that's kind of cool. I like it. I like it when music sparks imagery like that, especially when like you hear a lyric and then you just run with that lyric. That's gorgeous.
Afraid of falling, knowing that I could never live without. Try to tell you one thing, and then you just read my mind.
That's interesting. Try and tell you one thing, but then you just read my mind. So it's like she's trying to lie and hide something, but he can see what she really wants to say.
I've been a baby. You better take me apart.
Oh, I love that.
Take me apart. I'm looking, I can't keep my head up, 'cause we're talking late at night. Started something I gave up.
Oh, you stop right there, KELELA. It's just like these random jazz moments just like coming in so clear and like uniquely like put in there. They're rhythmically there. Like, what? How do you even explain that? That's really, that's a nice collection of sound.
I'm looking, I can't keep my head up, 'cause we're talking late at night.
It reminds me of Snarky Puppy a lot. I don't know if you know who Snarky Puppy is, but this reminds me of Snarky Puppy.
Then I gave up, so I hope this comes out right. Say you're in love, baby. Say you're in love, until you learn to take me apart. Take me apart.
This song is genius. Oh, I really liked that one. I loved that one actually. I'm not gonna lie, Frontline and Waitin were good. Take Me Apart was phenomenal. I'm so surprised as well because the album's called Take Me Apart, but Frontline and Waitin have more listens than Take Me Apart. So maybe Take Me Apart didn't get released as a single, maybe? I'm not entirely sure, but what the hell, Take Me Apart, like, loved that. I got this neck pillow for camping because I'm going to a festival later this month, and I've just been using it ever since I got it. I'm not going to put it around my neck because I will look genuinely hilarious, so I'll just have it behind my head on my back for now. Cool, let's go. Oh, this is beautiful. Felt like her vocal blended into like the synth in the background there. And these synths are so heavenly every time. So I went on a bit of a tangent about chords, and I started talking about diminished and augmented chords, which actually have nothing to do with the song. I just suck at musical theory and thought and basically got the augmented chord mixed up with the 7th chord. So, God, when you add a 7th to a major or minor chord, it makes the song softer, like it makes the chord softer in a way. So like if you had a major 7th, it can make it sound heavenly because it actually just makes that major chord just sound really soft and gentle and pretty. So a normal chord would be a 1, 3, and 5, and then you add the 7th, which is so like 4 notes instead of 3 notes in a chord. So yeah, but the augmented and diminished chords are like a completely different story. They like augmented chords can sound really sci-fi and strange, and both chords, diminished too, are very mysterious. Diminished can be quite jazzy, and so can augmented, I suppose. But they are a whole different ball game. But you know, when they're used in context, they can be used really, really quite well, actually. Yeah, just a bit of terrible musical theory there. Wow. Wow. Oh my goodness, I absolutely love those swells, like the surges, like just like that kind of, you had it, everything stops for a minute, like you had it, nah, 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 and it's going like vocals like getting louder over here, then fading out, and then the volumes are like are changing in different areas, but then ultimately the whole thing fades out and then stops and then starts again.
Can't you see love? That I'm standing by myself.
That's gorgeous low vocal. This is crazy how much it just like everything is so atmospheric, like every detail, and it just so like swallows you up. Do you know what I mean? And she's talking about how something's not enough, maybe the love isn't enough, like the way this person is acting isn't enough, and she's tired but it's not enough, it's all these sort of things. She seems overwhelmed.
Hoping that it wasn't just a waste of time. Said it once, leave her behind. Said you leave her behind. Probably telling her the same damn thing at the same damn time.
Oh no, he didn't.
But it's not enough, it's not enough.
Fucking hell, this is insane. And I heard her say, like, you know, you're probably telling her the same damn thing at the same damn time. So it's very much being like, you know, this guy ain't loyal. Wow, I love it. But seems like he's said sorry and he means it about something, you know, maybe not being loyal. And she's saying it's not enough. It's not enough. I can't really correlate why the music is so extreme on this level to this song. But I guess it can only really relate to the emotion in a way, or it just sounds good. Because in a way, the storyline of the song is kind of a normal storyline. There's nothing like deeply poetic about it. It's kind of like a mainstream kind of storyline that's going on. That, and like the vocal is very like just that nice R&B sound. However, the actual sound of the music is a lot more experimental. So it's a very nice combination of genres here, but mainly riding on the R&B kind of genre. It's interesting. Her vocals are like,
Will your love ruin my heart?
I like that at the end. Like that's the clearest part of the song. That's the clearest part of the song. Will your lover in my heart? And that bit was the only bit that wasn't surrounded by chaos. Maybe she's not telling the complete truth there. And then that last bit at the end is her real vulnerability, her real thoughts. The first bit was kind of gassing, like kind of being like, it's not enough, acting like whatever, it's not enough, you can't sweet talk me. But then the last bit is like, I'm now questioning, will your lover in my heart, meaning the door is still slightly open there. That's just my thoughts. Okay, next song, Jupiter. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention as well, especially in Take Me Apart and Enough, super FKA Twigs vibes. I mean, I just felt like that went without saying, but yeah, super FKA Twigs.
It's hard to hear your in and out. It never ends. Better off or better
out. Oh! God, those drums literally waiting a whole damn bar to like come in again. But everything is so lifted and light and like flowy and literally gorgeous, and those drums just thudding in, just like, it's kind of tense.
There's a lot still to live for.
Oh, that's nice. She's got a double vocal here and I love it. Perfect. Oh, gorgeous harmony, so tight. All right, next song is called Better.
We got back, it's not the same, and I'm afraid to say it out loud. Though I'm in love with it, I will amputate.
Nice vocal. Ask me now. It's like super feminine, like it's very poppy. Yeah.
Remember I told you that we would be closer if we took some time further apart. Didn't it make you better? Aren't we better now?
Okay. Oh, I like this one. I really like the lyrics of this one. Oh, I really felt it with the music too. Like, oh, got chills. I might have a little peek at the lyrics. Yeah, she said, we got back, it's not the same. And I'm afraid to say it out loud. Then you replied, could I've done something? You got some nerve asking me now. Though I'm in love with it, I will amputate. I care enough to keep you around. Is it rough for you? I can't bear the weight. You looking me when I let you down. Tell me, is this how it goes when you let someone know that they gave it their best, but you still got a roll? Remember I told you that we would be closer if we took some time further apart. Oh, I just read the rest of the lyrics and oh my God, saying like, better off as friends and start realising that. And, that's not a bad way to split up. That's not a bad way to split up at all. It's interesting because like the whole album thus far has been saying like she seemed quite in love, but this song feels like she's not anymore. But maybe who she was talking about in the songs before weren't this person. I'm not entirely sure.
It's good to hear your voice. We took a ride through the hills. Tell me, is this how it goes when we let someone know that it's all for the best? We cut and we grow. Didn't it make you better? Aren't we better now? Better now that we've been around the block once or twice, breaking up in the middle of the night. No right.
I wasn't expecting that. I really wasn't expecting it to do that. but that's really cool. I was actually quite happy of this being just like a really smooth song that played out. But the fact that it's done this, I'm happier. Like, do you know what I mean? Okay, cool. Sometimes in like a song like this, I'll be waiting for a moment like that, but actually I wasn't. But the fact that it came about just goes, oh, here, have a little snack. And that's literally really cool. I was about to say as well, you know how she says, I need some time apart, it will make us better sort of thing. Didn't I tell you it'd make us better? And she's saying, hasn't it made us better? It's interesting to me as well, because it's like saying, you know, even though taking time apart will make us, the goal was that we'd be better as a couple, but it actually has turned out that you're better apart, but ultimately you're still better. Anyway.
We're talking and we used to fight, still bail me out when my money ain't right. Oh no. Wait, tell me one more time. Aren't we better
Yeah, I really liked that one a lot. I actually loved that one. It felt good. It felt comfortable listening to it. It felt right. Felt meaningful. I felt like so I could relate to it. It's just gorgeous. I really enjoyed it. Okay, next song, LMK. Sounds kind of dancey.
Look, I give up right away, and you'll never figure out. By your face, in my lane, fall in love every day. You can chase it for the night. There's a place for you and I. Let me know.
Oh, so LMK stands for let me know.
I gotta go, don't wanna hear me say.
Nice. Wow, okay, really got some like big like beats in there, just like that, like very explosive, almost like I don't know, like industrial to some degree, just very like they're like thunderous kind of beats. Interesting. Yeah, and I like how the song is very much being like, you know, just let me know what you think, and kind of in that casual way, like, don't think I'm waiting on you. Just know that like I'm here on my own accord, and you can let me know if you want me, but I'm not waiting for it, you know? It's just, you know, acting kind of cocky, cool, strong, independent, like she could easily be here or there. So he's really got to start putting in the work and showing how much he actually cares about her. So that's kind of cool.
Did you think you were right home, baby? 'Cause my girls are parked behind.
Ooh, that phaser. Wow. That's nice. Oh, gorgeous. Ooh. I like this bit. Okay, you know what I said about better? And I said I would have been happy for it to ride out. But I was like really happy with the way it ended. This one, it needed this. I personally feel like it needed this moment. I'm happier. Oh, is that her doing whistle tones in the background there, actually? I can't do it. She did that so high. Fuck no. I could feel my larynx in my eyeballs doing that. Jesus. Okay. Next song is Truth or Dare.
T-shirt off, tease me.
Ooh.
It's round 3. Would you tell me your fantasy? My body, baby.
Ooh. I like that.
My body, baby.
Oh, I like that.
Tonight, yeah. We both know how we're playing. Keep us in this moment.
Oh, I love how tight the vocals are together. And it's all like, oh, the vocals, like the amount of vocal layers, vocal harmonies, like just literal ad-libs in this album are insane. It's like really hard to wrap my head around actually, but like not in a bad way, just in a way that's like, whoa.
So on, like I never been touched before.
And that chord, that burn, that could be a diminished chord because it sounds very off in the music. So that could be very well be diminished. I think it is.
My body, baby. Tonight, yeah. We both know how we're playing.
I like that.
You're in the top position.
I almost wish it went even less atmospheric, so I wish the reverb would cut off hard there. You know, I wish it would have almost no reverb there, so it just sounded like kind of just bulky, you know, rather than slight bits of ambient sounds. But I still love it. Perfect. 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 Like, thank you for answering my prayers. Thanks. Can you notice that there's like so much less ambient reverbial sounds here? It's all very much, each instrument stands alone, and even the vocal, true for dare, it's like cut off. There's no reverb on it. There'll be a little bit of a reverb vocal in the background, but that's good. That's good. Wow. Yes. Well done. I am so pleased about that. I was actually wondering if that would happen. I was like, imagine if they do that now. Because I often in my album reactions, I say I wish something would happen or I don't like something. And then they very often change it or like do the thing that I wanted. So I'm either just like making magic here, I'm manifesting things, or I'm, you know, just very, very lucky. Ooh, I like that. Cool ending, really cool ending. Also, yeah, as I was talking about how it like went less like reverbial, and then you know, you see how good it felt when it went back into that more like atmospheric sound with the clicks. It felt great again because it wasn't all one sound, and I don't know, she did it really good, and the producers did that really well. Like adding in slight bits of reverb here and there actually was like quite nice, and I was like, oh yeah, I like that actually. So yeah, I was happy with that one. I like the ending too. Okay, next song is called S.O.S. Save Our Souls.
Hey, hey, oh. I'm feeling a lot of pressure, only you can help me out. I don't take it lightly. you're far away, but I need it nightly. When I'm full, I take another. Never been so greedy with a lover. Will you come around? Touch myself, babe, but it's not the same if you could stop and help me out. But I'll take it slowly.
Okay, that's really cool actually. Obviously it's a bit of a saucy song about being like, you know, being like, come on over, so you know, you can help me out with my you know, my urges. You know, come help me out so it doesn't have to be so lonely. Let's do it together. I love that sound. Oh, another interlude type song. Very naughty one. Very much just like, I feel like she was just really in the moment and then like wrote this song like, yeah, I'm gonna add that to the album. Yeah, I like it. It's like a very random one to put in there, but I really liked it. Bluelight. That's so Twigs.
Although I've hardened, darling, my guard is down. You're the only one I want, you know.
Fuck.
So what should we go through? Cut my keys in your mouth. I'm on my way right now.
Fuck. Are you joking? This is great. I was already loving it from the start. And then it just did that and it was like, oh my goodness. Alright, come on then.
Cut my keys in your mouth. I'm on my way right now. Promise I won't be long.
I love her vocal here.
My chains think of falling.
Oh, that's gorgeous.
Pardon.
Love the way it goes back into that as well. That like, falling down. Is it chains they are falling down? I don't know. Chains they keep falling down. Boom, 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 boom. Ah, just back into that more trip hoppy slow vibe. And then that chorus just has that like, oh, just rhythmic globular effect that I absolutely love.
But my discipline is slipping head first. 'Cause baby, with your love around, where you are right now, I'm on my way right now. Promise I won't be long. Baby, keep the blue light on. Chains think of falling. My chains think of falling. It's done. And I know you're around. Only when I fit the
Okay, I was jamming the fuck over that one. But that's my favourite. That's my favourite one so far. Take Me Apart was great, but that's my favourite, I think, right now. Okay, next song, Onanon.
we was cool.
Ooh, like, immediately a fast beat. Oh,
Like all the tears, I got the days down. The type when your life is deep into the ground. I don't wanna think that you know this, so why you wanna fight now?
I love it.
I promise we made to do it our way. We're not in a race, you're running away.
Right, you see what I mean mean though? When something is all like, you know, that bit, it's so like in one place, it's very here in the room with you. And then as it releases into that chorus, you just feel like you've just gone somewhere completely different. I absolutely love the diversity and like the dynamics of this song. Amazing.
Ain't nothing wrong. We go on and on and on and on. There's nothing wrong. We go on and on.
Oh, that's cool. The song is called On and On. Like on and on, but she's saying it like on and on. That's cool.
Don't know why I'm always singing something blue when there's nothing wrong. By all the tears I got days down the type when your life is deep into the fight.
Oh, lush. I love those.
Now you wanna give in the best of feel in the rest of stuff. It's not a breakup, it's just a breakdown. We're spinning around. You don't know why you always react. I don't know why I always fight back. There's a second in time when the shit hits the fan. We get thrown into stress. You don't know why you always react.
Oh, I like that. I like her vocal here too, like, you don't know, but we always react. I'm not saying the words right, but like, they're so like glottal at the start, or like they're so like pronounced as well, like, dum, bum, dum, bum, 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 dum, bum. They start hard. Every word starts hard. I really like that, and it shows some kind of tension, some kind of frustration, like emotion that is very kind of like pushed and forced forward, you know? It's very like direct.
And on 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 and on.
Reverse. Wow. Oh, that's clever too. We go on and it's a reverse. So like being like you know, like it's like a cycle. We go on and we go round and around. We do the same thing again and again, the whole thing. And it just feels like, let's put it back into reverse and do the whole thing again, because it just goes on and on and on, you know. It doesn't stop. That's cool. So the reverse is almost like going back to the start. It's that kind of broken record feeling. You can go on and on, but you can't go forward. Wow. Okay, that's cool. I love that ending mainly. Actually, I really quite like that song, but the ending was my fave. Turn to Dust. Oh, sounds quite serious.
First off, I'm not new to this. Moving slow, but I can't shake you off. You got my time and my body, might get my soul.
I love those little vocals that are all cut up there, like you know, like I like just kind of panning from ear to ear, in and out. I really like that.
I'm about to walk out the door. One look at you and I turn to dust.
My video just stopped then, so don't know why that was, but hopefully it'll be okay now.
I turn to dust, 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 dust. Other thing is you keep holding back. All the lie you keep brings out the darkness in me.
I'm holding back. So good, it matches the words. I also love like the kind of orchestra sound that just like is playing underneath in here. It's very subtle, but it's there, and like there are moments where it's more clear, but ultimately it's very kind of subtle, but you can feel it. It's pretty amazing.
You're so bottled up inside, spill it out before we divide. I turn to us. One look at you and I turn to dust.
what I mean by the orchestra being subtle, but it's there. Nice. I'm not gonna lie, I'm feeling not too great. Like, I'm feeling a little bit like I'm not even here, like in a bit of a dreamland at this point, because I'm feeling quite, like, not well. I can't figure out why. I just feel a bit bad because I don't want this to be a rubbish reaction, but I just feel a bit like, ooh, dream state. I reckon when I'm editing, I won't think I look as weird as I do, but right, it's just I feel really strange right now. You know, just a bit out of it. There's 2 songs left, so at least one of these songs needs to bring me up somehow. This song is called Bluff.
I'm calling you bluff.
Nice.
There's no way that you really leave. One way that you wanna deep from.
I love that beat.
Jumping in the deep end. I'm calling you bluff.
That's nice. Oh, this is the next song. I was like, hang on, what's this little change up? But it's the next song. Okay, AltaDena. Hey, so Bluff was just like a short little moment. AltaDena's coming in hard with that beat though. Last song. Adding another layer to the harmony. Gorgeous. Yeah, I'm not really pausing throughout most of these songs because I don't really know where to pause. There's just so much like lovely little bits, but all the songs do have a similar kind of like, you know, vibe, which is like really good for like the album to merge and so on like that. So like I'm not pausing a lot really because of that reason. I'm really just flowing with it and I quite enjoy that really. I'm quite enjoying it. Oh, nice. Let me remind you. Ooh. Let me remind you. Let me remind you. That's nice. That's a really nice vocal over the top of it there. Had a real bluesy gospel feeling actually. Oh! Let me remind you. I love that vocal.
Said or done. It's not just me, it's everyone. Let me remind you. Let me remind you. Let me remind you. Let me remind you.
Oh, I like that. I like that. I really like that. I feel like this album is so ambient, like has so much atmospheric sounds, just like a heavy reverb throughout every song that's easy just to like flow with, you get really carried away with, but every time it has that little bit that it's like nothing to be sad about and it's not got all that reverb, it really brings you out of that like kind of mesmerized feeling you're in. You're kind of hypnotized and then that bit kind of brings you out of it for a minute, and I do actually appreciate those moments because like I do think because I'm not feeling well as well, there's almost atmospheric sounds are making me like really like just drift away to somewhere else right now, which is kind of fun to be honest. It's difficult. I feel like I can't even have my real judgment right now. And I feel kind of, and I keep just feeling moments of guilt being like, oh, I really wish I did this when I didn't feel so rough because I feel like I'm not giving my best reaction, I suppose. But it's only really in these last few songs that I felt that. Maybe I just don't love these few songs. Like it's still stunning, like all the songs are stunning.
Let me remind you, nothing to be
I love this.
Nothing to be said or done. Let me remind you to be said.
Oh, that vocal. Are you kidding me? Those vocals towards the end there are gorgeous. Yeah, I really liked the second half of that song, basically. The start bit, I was just getting a little bit, like, you know, drifty with it, not feeling very well and so on. I was just kind of like, But that bit there, like, from the middle of the song to that bit, just suddenly I was like, oh, I'm here. And I absolutely loved it. Right, I'm going to go through the track list and give my final 40-Os. Help me. So, Frontline. I was like, ooh, this is cool, but remember I didn't like the double vocal very much? That was interesting to me, but I didn't like it so much. I just was like, I felt like her voice is just so beautiful. I wanted to hear its every little texture without there being anything electronic, like too manipulated, you know, like the double vocal, or it could have been a chorus, which is a type of double vocal. It's not, you don't actually sing two vocals, but chorus can make it sound like you have two or more vocals. Anyhow, I didn't love that sound on that song. Then we had Waitin. That was cool as well. Pretty similar to Frontline, where it just was like a nice vibe. Take Me Apart was where we first heard some actual like experimental sounds that I wasn't expecting to hear in this album, honestly. And I was just like, oh yeah, that literally, and like the imagery I got with that as well, like with the water and the rapids and like all the river, like I loved that. Enough was good as well because we got even more experimental sounds that I was really excited about. And then it's like enough. I liked that. Jupiter was cool. Little interludes kind of thing. It felt like extremely heavenly. Then we had Better, which I really loved. I don't know what it was about Better. It just like, there's something about it that I really just felt connected to in like a good way, and that was like one of the only songs I didn't mind if it didn't go anywhere, but it's still like go anywhere experimental or rhythmic or, you know, bulky in that way. I really wouldn't have minded if it didn't, but it still did. So I was like, oh, that's cool. Let Me Know was cool as well. I like the like lyrics of that, just like, you know, let me know. It's kind of cocky. I like the end of Let Me Know, and that one I was like, that's a song that did need something at the end to like change it up a bit, and it did. So that was good. Truth or Dare was cool because it had like a bit more of like a rhythmic moments. Was that the one that I was like, oh, I wish it did this, and then it did that? I don't know. I don't know if it's that one. No, I think it was. I think Truth or Dare was that one where I was like, oh, I wish it didn't have so much reverb in that bit, and then it suddenly did a bit where it didn't. So I loved that. Then we got S.O.S, which is just like a little naughty number. Then Bluelight was my favourite by far. It was just more my vibe. It just was. And I was jamming over it. Loved it. Onanon. That was cool. I think this is where I started feeling like, oh, a bit woozy and stuff. But I still liked Onanon. I still felt that one. I liked the on, and I liked the reverse moment at the end. That was so good. Turn to Dust. I love the orchestral sound. However, I started to really not feel great then. Bluff. It was just really short, cool, whatever. AltaDena. AltaDena. I did not like the start of it really. It was pretty, but again, I'm not feeling well. I think this was all. I think the decline happened when I started like to feel like, oh, I probably need some more paracetamol right now. But then towards the end though, I was like, oh yeah, that's good. It had like a gospel-y kind of feel to it that I just absolutely loved. Interesting, the first two songs and the last two songs were probably like my least favourite, and then like the kind of like middle section I just felt really like I really liked. So yeah, that is interesting. But thank you so much for requesting this, and I know there's a few of you that want to see this on YouTube too, so that I'm definitely, well, if you're watching on YouTube then you know that it's here. But yeah, I really hope that like me not feeling well wasn't too off-putting. Obviously I'm like panicking now, thinking I've done a bad job. I know, I'm very dramatic sometimes, but I really enjoyed the album, I really did, but I would have to say I'm more looking forward to listening to it when I'm well. I've got to be feeling my best, or when I'm just chilling, no pressure, don't have to be on film, lie down, and I can just go sweat my arse off in bed and not have to be sat upright. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Like and subscribe and become a patron if you want to. Read my description for things that are going on with Patreon at the moment, and follow me on Instagram and I shall follow you back. Okay, love you. Mwah. Bye.